Academic research is dense, technical, and often overwhelming, especially when you just want to understand key findings, evaluate methodology, or find whether a study supports your thesis. But what if researchers, students, or professionals could upload a paper and immediately get a breakdown of its methods, results, strengths, limitations, even suggestions for future research? I'm Bani, and today I'm showing you an AI agent for scientific research analysis. It's perfect for universities, research labs, knowledge platforms, or any team that needs to process dense papers fast. Think of it as your on call research assistant built on AI. By the way, I've already built this agent without writing a single line of code. So you can click on the link in the description and start using it right away. Or you can continue watching and follow along with this step-by-step walkthrough to build the agent for yourself and customize it for your specific research needs. Let's dive in and I'll show you how it works. To find this agent, you can go to hellotars.com/AI agents and search for the scientific research agent. You land up on this page, clean, simple, and to the point. If you just want to test its analysis capabilities, you can start using it right away on this page. But if you want the agent to save your analysis automatically to your Google Docs or any other platform, you will need to click on Use this template and customize the agent. Now I've already customized this agent for myself, so I'll go to the live link of my agent for the demo. This is my customized agent. Let's run through what a user or you would experience.
Hello, I'm your scientific research and article AI agent, specialized in analyzing academic papers, research documents, and scientific publications. What I can help with: summarize the main points of your document, find specific information within your PDF, explain complex concepts from your document, connect ideas across different sections. Simply upload your PDF, and I'll be ready to answer your questions about its contents.
The agent immediately welcomes me and explains what it can do, which is summarize research, explain complex methods, interpret results, critique strengths and limitations. It even connects ideas across sections. I'm going to upload a paper, which is a PDF on diabetes research.
Great, I have received your document.
The agent confirms the upload and asks what kind of analysis I want. Let's pick one, which is research summary. Now watch this. It extracts the full paper using web scraping tools. It pulls out the title, authors, abstract, methods, findings, and conclusions, then delivers a structured and clean summary. Not just bullet points, but real insight. What the study aimed to discover, how the experiments were designed, what statistical methods were used, key results with confidence intervals, contributions to the field, limitations, and future directions. And it even offers to save it to your Google Drive ready for reference. I'm going to say yes. Great, it gave me a link, and upon clicking it, I can see that it added the analysis as a new document with perfect formatting. Now that you've seen this agent in action, let's see how you can customize the agent template. When you click on Use this template on the agent's page, you'll be asked to sign up to TARS for free. Once you've signed in, you'll be taken to the workflow. This is where we can break down how it works behind the scenes. If you are new to TARS and agentic workflows, don't worry, it might look complex at the start, but just follow along with me and your agent will be up and running before the end of this video. You can see that the workflow is made up of these little boxes. These are called gambits and are basically like the steps in the workflow or the conversation. We'll begin by looking at the first gambit. You can see the name of the gambit here, welcome_user. This gambit sets expectations, what the agent can do, how it helps, and what kind of files to upload. The messages that you see here are structured and you can edit them. meaning the agent will give them in the chat exactly as you write them here. Feel free to customize these for your research use case. Then you can see this blue box, which denotes the user input. This gambit uses a media upload or a file upload input where the user can upload their research paper. Once the PDF is uploaded, it routes to the next step. The connection between the gambits is controlled by these blue handles right here. You can drag and drop to connect them. Now let's see the next step. Here, users choose what kind of analysis they want. The user input is set to text, so the user can type out their preferences. You probably wouldn't want to change anything here, apart from maybe changing the 5 numbered options to something more suitable for your needs. Examples are grant readiness reviews, journal fit suggestions, or peer review feedback generation. One thing to note is that these numbers map to the predefined response formats later in the AI agent prompt, which we will see next. So remember, if you are changing any of these numbered options, you will probably have to change the prompt in the next gambit as well. This is the next step, and this is the core of the workflow. An AI agent gambit configured with Firecrawl tools for document scraping and text extraction. Here's how it works. First, the agent uses Firecrawl to read through the research paper that was uploaded. This is called scraping. Once the file is scraped, the AI detects what kind of analysis the user requested. It fills in an analysis template with the content pulled directly from the paper. The AI agent gambit is controlled by two main things. First, we have the override user input setting. This is important because the agent is basically responding to the user response from the previous gambit, where the user would have picked the type of analysis to conduct. The URSP in this code stands for user response, and everything after the period is the name of the gambit where the user responded. If you're customizing, then you probably don't want to change anything here. The rest of the agent is controlled by the base prompt. Let's take a look at the existing prompt and see how you can customize it. The base prompt is a set of instructions for the AI to follow. The first aspect of these instructions is describing the role and the goal of the agent. Next, there is an explanation of what the user means when they respond with a number, because the agent doesn't know what kind of analysis each number represents. So, if you change the numbered options in the previous gambit, you would want to customize the agent prompt here by telling it what kind of analysis that number represents. Then there are instructions around the format and the structure of the analysis. Each type of analysis has its own structure. For example, the methodology analysis includes breakdowns of design, samples, variables, stats, and validity. The results interpretation covers statistical significance, charts, trends, and effect sizes. This is like giving the user a personal scientific editor, but this is also where you have the maximum scope of customizing. You can change the structure to something more suitable. If you're focused on medical research, the AI prompt can emphasize clinical trials and biomedical stats. For computer science, it can focus on algorithms, performance benchmarks, and code analysis. Basically, this is where you can control the agent's output. Then there are instructions for adding the document to Google Docs, which is an optional step. The current instructions ensure that 1. The document is titled properly, that is, research summary and the paper title. Secondly, it includes headers, bullet points, and academic style formatting. 3. The doc is shared back to the user as a clickable link. Of course, you can customize this as well. In the agent prompt, it clearly states that if you want, the output is saved to your Google Drive via the integrated Google Docs tool. This gambit is the Google Docs tool gambit. If you want to keep this option, you would need to link this tool to your own Google Docs account. You can do this by going to the Tools section or heading over to admin.hellotars.com/AI/tools. Here, you need to find the Google Docs tool and authenticate it with your Google account. Of course, we have a lot of tools here, so feel free to choose something else like Slack or Notion. Just make sure that you authenticate the tool or the agent won't work, and your analysis will be lost if you refresh the agent's page or link. Similarly, for Firecrawl, you will need to authenticate Firecrawl with an API key, which you can get on the main dashboard once you sign up to Firecrawl. Don't worry, that's free too. Now, let's talk about an extra step in customization. For example, do you want to use this agent at your university or research lab? Here's how to tailor it. You can connect the agent Gambit to your internal knowledge base. Feed internal research reports, grant submissions, or institutional studies into the knowledge tool so the AI has more context and can cross-reference content across documents. You can do this by heading into the knowledge section or the TARS Prime section when you click on this here. Once you've uploaded everything, you can add a new tool Gambit by clicking this Add a Gambit button. Open this and in the drop-down menu, select AI-tools. From the tool selection menu, you will select Knowledge as a tool, which is right here. Now select your knowledge base and save this Gambit. Just drag and drop this socket to the AI agent Gambit and connect it here like a tool. And we're done with the workflow and the customization. Well, mostly. You can also head into the Configure and the Design section to change the look and feel of your scientific research agent, but I leave that out for you to explore when you customize this agent yourself. And why would you customize this agent? Because it dramatically accelerates the research analysis process. For example, students can understand tough papers in minutes, or researchers can review large volumes of literature faster, or institutions can turn academic content into actionable summaries. The best part is that everything is done conversationally. Just upload and select. You can customize this agent in TARS today. This template is called the Scientific Research AI Agent. Just click on the link in the description to start customizing. If you've got a stack of research papers waiting to be summarized, this is the tool you've been looking for. Let me know what kind of agent you would like me to build next, and happy automating!